Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Cynthia Devi Anindya, and here I will explain and give example of monolingualism, bilingualism, and multilingualism. And I hope you enjoy my video. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Here I will explain about monolingualism, bilingualism, and multilingualism. And the first is monolingualism. Monolingualism or unilingualism is the condition of being able to speak only a single language, as opposite to multilingualism. In a different context, unilingualism may refer to a language policy which enforces an official or national language over others. And then for the example, is person who only speak bahasa, and this person just can only speak bahasa in everyday life. And then bilingualism. Bilingualism is defined as the use of two languages by a speaker in his interaction with other people alternately. And linguistics have distinguished various types of multilingual competence, which can roughly be put into two categories. The first is compound bilinguals. Compound bilinguals, words and parts in different languages are not the same concept. That means a child and a dog are two words for the same concept for a French and English speaker in this type. The speakers are usually fluent in both languages. The same applies to an English speaker who must distinguish between a, who, and God in using both languages. And then coordinate bilinguals. Coordinate bilinguals is words and parts in the speaker's mind are all related to their own unique concept. That means a bilingual speaker of this type has different association for child and for dog. In these individuals, one language, usually the first language, is more dominant than the other, and the first language may be used to think through the second language. The speakers are known to use very different intonation and pronunciation features, and sometimes assert the feelings of having different personalities attached to each of their language. A subgroup of the latter is subordinate bilingual, which is typical of beginning second language learner. And then for the example, Indonesian people at least mastering two languages, namely the regional language as the original identity region and the Indonesian language as a national identity. Language the first they got when they were children, and the Indonesian language that they mastered from an early age, because Indonesian society in general, including people who bilingual. And then multilingualism. Multilingualism is a society that has several languages. Such a society occurs because several ethnic groups form a society, so that from an ethnic perspective it can be said to be a plural society. A multilingual person, in the broad definition, is anyone who can communicate in more than one language, be it active through speaking and writing or passive through listening and reading. And in multilingual societies, not all speakers need to be multilingual. When all speakers are multilingual, linguistics classify the community according to the functional distribution of the language involved. The first is ambilingualism. Ambilingualism is a region is called ambilingual if this functional distribution is not observed. In a typical ambilingual area, it is nearly impossible to tell which language is used when in a given setting. True ambilingualism is rare. Ambilingual Tendencies can be found in the Luxembourg, Singapore, Catalonia, and some places in Canada or in border regions with many cross-border contacts. And in Indonesia, we have discussed in Delta stage, Kogis stage, and Enugu stage, where people living in boundary areas tend to have mixed language use. And then bipartlingualism. Bipartlingualism, if more than one language can be heard in a small area, but if the large majority of speakers are monolinguals who have little contact with speakers from neighboring ethnic groups, an area is called bipartlinguals. And then the typical example is the Igbos, especially to sharing common boundary with river states and delta states. And for the example, a student who studies in Malaysia, he can master 2 or 3 languages. Here I have another example of bilingualism and multilingualism. She is a content creator and she can speak only 2 bahasa and she is bilingualism. And this is Kopda Hardius Rusman. He can speak 7 languages and he is multilingualism person.
Bahasa asing, yakni bahasa Inggris, Belanda, Jerman, Spanyol, Italia, Portugis, dan Prancis.
Mi piace parlare italiano con tutti amici del mondo, esattamente per quando la mia stato è
Okay, that's all of my explanation. Thanks for watching my video. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.